Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. We pillage, we plunder, we rifle and loot. Drink up, me hearties, yo ho. We kidnap and ravage and don't give a hoot. Drink up, me hearties, yo ho. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. We extort and we pilfer, we filch and we sack. Drink up, me hearties, yo ho.
It went blank, so that was basically the indication.
That was the indication that I maraud and embezzle and even hijack. Drink up, me hearties, yo ho.
Hijack.
Say, Jack, what's happening?
Well,
I'm thinking about
I'm thinking about going down to the shore.
And what are you going to do down there?
I don't know. Maybe play some video games, buy some Def Leppard t-shirts.
I hear, all proceeds go to get their lead singer out of jail. No, wait. I skipped ahead.
You're saying another line. Oh, cool.
Aww.
From clarkwoods.com.
This is horribly off topic. I don't know. I just felt like
you could
doing
actually say the name of the show.
This is horribly off topic.
And I'm Steve.
And I'm Christopher.
You're Earl.
No. Although I did have to write that on. I was signing something today, and it's shorter to sign Earl C. Clark than it is to sign E. Christopher Clark.
What were you signing, or can you tell me?
I was signing documents related to one of my classes, because one of my classes is for students who are taking internships, and I, as the professor, am one of the 3 people who signs the agreement.
Documents. I was signing some documents the other day.
Yeah.
That was Chicago. How do you think that? How do you like my Chicago accent?
I think it's better than your.
Let's go get a fucking hot dog.
Let's go get a hot dog.
Chicago style with onions and relish.
Oh, I said the
Some
relish.
hot meat in there.
Yeah. Did they get the I'm going to Wisconsin there. I can't even.
I don't care where you're going, Chris. You can go wherever you want.
I can go horribly.
It's like when you're seeing a train go down the track, and then immediately, like it starts off from the station, and it immediately veers off and goes into the woods.
Yeah, to grandmother's house.
No.
Now, I think a new thing should be
not like we were ever actually on track. So I think I think the train just maybe like some superhero pushed the train off the track immediately, but we somehow still were propelled forward into the woods to see
grandmother's house.
So
into the woods and out of the woods.
Is this
and happy ever after?
Is this a thing that I don't know about?
It's a musicale.
Is it the one with what's her butt?
It's the one called Into the Woods.
Yeah, isn't What's Her Butt in it?
What's Her Butt? Who? Yeah, that one.
The one that's in full frontal nudity. I don't know if that's the real thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Pitch Perfect is what I meant to say.
Pitch Perfect. Oh yes, that one. Yes, she plays Cinderella. She does.
Cinderella with an S.
Cinderella with a C. Oh. She's a brunette. She has gold slippers instead of glass slippers. She gets the slippers caught on the pitch that
Was it perfect?
It was pretty perfect. The pitch on the stairs was pretty perfect. It snared one of her shoes, and then Captain Kirk came. Oh! We are. We're knocking microphones down.
I need to make sure it's set up a little bit better.
I guess.
How did that sound? Was it terrible?
You can see his little.
There's a peak, but
a peak there.
Was that me going or was
it? No, I think that was the thing hitting the table.
The mic just fell over. Let's keep this in.
Hitting the table like Captain Kirk hitting the girl from Pitch Perfect after they get married.
They're married?
Well, when they're playing Cinderella and Prince Charming, then yes, they get married.
Oh, I thought they were married in real life. I'm already
finished
my
I
drink.
don't think. Oh, you're already.
This fucking Dan Aykroyd vodka is going right to my head.
Speaking of Chicago. Yeah.
Speaking of crazy idiots that believe in aliens.
Does he believe in aliens?
That's why it's Crystal Skull vodka.
Oh. He liked that movie too. Huh?
Well, I don't know if he liked the movie, but
he has no taste.
No, this vodka is actually really good.
Oh, it tastes good? So,
I thought he was Canadian, not from Chicago.
I don't know. Maybe he is.
I think Bill Murray's from Chicago, but
Yeah.
I think Aykroyd's Canadian.
Don't all Canadians have to come through Chicago? Isn't that like a rite of passage?
What, ejaculate into Chicago? All the way through it?
All the way through it.
Like doing the St. Patty's Day parade, just jacking on everything.
Just jacking on everything. That's why the river turns green.
How did it turn green? Did they eat like green food coloring?
I don't know. Just those Canadians. They got some funky spunky.
That actually makes me think about it. Because like when I poo, I shit out like, you know, the colors that I've eaten. Like if I eat like
Skittles.
Like I eat Skittles,
Taste the rainbow.
Or if I eat like I eat one of the gingerbread cookies that I'm so fond of. Mm-hmm. If I eat one of those, and it has like blue frosting, I'll have green shits. Or if I eat Boo Berries, like during Halloween, I'll have green shits.
Yeah, it just takes a little bit of blue to turn that brown upside
the
down.
Same, like, because your body is creating the jizz, does the food coloring make it to your sack, is what I'm saying.
I don't think that it does. I'm not 100% sure.
You know,
I have not done scientific
testing. The first
testing.
rule of improv, Chris, is
yes.
Yes, and.
Yeah.
Well. We'll get it next time.
Someday I will learn about improv. Someday.
I've only seen people do it. I've never actually done it. And
I've only seen people be funny.
Yeah, you see it every week.
I do. All of you fine people just get to hear it, but I get to see it, and there's something truly special about witnessing.
I think that would be cool if you could
magic.
have like. I remember there was a product a couple years back that they used to advertise on Opie and Anthony back when they were on terrestrial radio before they went to satellite, not
before
when
they became aliens that Dan Aykroyd believes in.
Right.
Yes.
What?
And
littering ants.
On Opie and Anthony, they had
a
a
product called. Well, actually, I forget what it was actually called, but it was supposed to make your jizz taste good.
Oh, I don't know. And who tested that? Norton?
I don't know.
Or one of the rando people that they brought in from the street. They had a lot of those people, right?
Yeah, back in those days, they would get because they were on.
Maybe Mayor Menino was the one who tested it.
No, I don't think so. This was
when before he was
on
dead.
WNEW.
No,
this was before. This was after he was alleged to be dead. But before he was actually dead.
Oh,
I mean, yes.
Yes.
I was like, wait, did I get the fucking time frame all messed
up?
No,
I think he was alleged to be dead before he was.
He was
dead.
alleged to be dead, and then he was dead.
Yeah.
But that was a long time span in between when that actually.
Yeah,
happened.
I think it's rare that you're dead and then you're alleged to be dead.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, unless you're like a Catholic, you're a Christian, and you say, well, Jesus was dead. We all know that if there was a Jesus, he's dead. But they allege that he was dead, and now that he's not. That's an instance where you're dead, and then people allege that you were dead, but you're not.
I'm really confused.
You're welcome.
Thanks. All right, so I had this really good fake news about
your jizz tasting.
No, it's not. It's nothing about jizz tasting. I'm taking off my shoes.
All right. Getting serious.
Hold on. There we go.
It's a full sensory experience. I will explain to you as the show goes on what particular odors.
I just got out of the shower like before you got here, so my feet can't be that stinky.
I'm not saying they are that stinky. I'm just saying it's my responsibility as the co-host of this program to relate to our listeners exactly what it is that I'm smelling. As
to smell your ginger beer.
Smell my ginger beer. It's gonna smell better or worse than your feet.
Probably better.
It smells pretty good.
I mean, my feet aren't necessarily dirty, but I wouldn't say that they smell better than ginger.
No.
Oh yeah, my fake news.
Your fake news.
Fake news of the week.
This is a new segment.
I heard. I heard from somewhere.
Okay.
I can't remember where.
Doesn't matter.
That makes it just fake, right?
It doesn't matter where you heard it from. You're a reliable source.
I heard it
You're
from
a smart
guy. It might have been a homeless guy, like grabbing his junk and running around on the street.
You're the best at hearing things. That's what I hear.
Yeah, I can hear things from feet away.
Feet away.
Like maybe even yards.
Mayhaps, yeah.
So it may have been that, but I heard that the orange guy that got elected to be president,
the orange man,
actually died years ago, and the person that's around now, the actual orange guy, is an imposter who's been like a lookalike playing him for the past like 10 years or
Kevin
something.
Kline.
I don't know if it's Kevin Kline.
Well, it's Kevin Kline, and we've all seen that movie.
Oh, what was it? Meet Dave or whatever?
No, it's just Dave.
Dave.
It's just Dave.
Dave's not here, man.
No,
so that's what I think. Man. It's like it's the
is he
it's a fake.
Is he terrestrial? Or is he one of the people that Dan Aykroyd worships with the crystal skulls?
I don't think it's an alien.
No.
Or like or a legal alien, like a or an international.
He's not sending out an SOS.
No, that's a different song.
But it's by the same guy.
Yeah, so obviously everything that Sting sings is the same song.
It's all related.
Just like every
sperm is sacred.
No.
Even if it tastes bad.
No, I think it all should taste good because you've been drinking Dan Aykroyd's vodka with a little food coloring, so your jizz is green for the holidays.
Festive.
Yeah.
If it were red for the holidays, that would be bad.
Yeah, that would not be good. That's why I said green. I was thinking red. I'm like, nope. That's not what you want your jizz to be.
No.
Well, I got a little bit of bloody jizz.
That's a pretty good horror movie, though.
What,
right?
Bloody jizz?
I mean, like if you could do an X-rated like horror film, right, where like you were. I
think they have. I think they did some
having sex.
like fucking zombies. I think Dan might have watched it.
Yeah. Did they have red jizz? Is what I'm saying.
I don't know. He might have just watched the trailer.
They jizz blood, and then all of a sudden, and it like there's a facial. And the girl gets blood all over her face instead of jizz, and then she's like, ah, which is probably what she'd be like if she got jizz on her face. I don't know,
but like the thing is, I don't think she would not be going at all during this sequence.
No. Well, if
you're getting raped by a zombie or whatever.
Well, I didn't say it was a zombie. You said it was a zombie. I was inferring that this was consensual, and that at the end of it, the horror aspect, maybe they're possessed by a ghost, or there's
why would a ghost make your jizz bloody?
I don't know. The ghost is getting ready to kill you, and you have a climax, and the ghost is like, "All right, I'm done," and bloody jizz, and then the ghost comes out through your penis, and. While the girl is screaming because she's now got all the blood on her.
This is like an interesting version of Frighteners.
Then the ghost comes out of your dick and says hello, and you have a heart attack. You fall down. You're dead. And he turns to the girl and he says, "I'm really sorry for the mess," and tries to help her clean up. And she's kind of like, "Oh, this really." This ghost is nicer than the dude I was just fucking. And
not that Frighteners is uninteresting. It's actually a really great movie.
Maybe I'll chill with the ghost for a while.
What?
And then
I've been not paying attention to anything. Have you seen Frighteners? Frighteners is a good movie. Let's change the subject to a movie that's good that does exist.
But I'm a writer, Steve. My job is to create things that don't yet exist.
Okay,
that's great.
I
was just doing that.
You were doing that, and you sometimes, like with any good hitter, like you have to take a couple of swings and misses, and that was one of them.
What about a bad hitter?
Well, I guess they do the same, but they strike out a lot more.
I might be one of those.
Oh, well, occasionally you hit a dinger, right?
I don't know.
Base hit, right field,
maybe through somebody's legs.
Oh God! And it's behind the bag. No.
That's about it. Yeah, I don't get on base.
I need to get more beverage.
You do need to get more beverage.
Maybe I should have gone while you were talking about that.
Maybe, I mean, that would have been a perfect opportunity. Now, instead, you're making me stall for the listener. What? I could just repeat more. I could give a close reading of the lyrics to. This is one of the things. So when we came back from Disney World a couple years ago, I was really enamored of the music again. And so I bought a Walt Disney World official soundtrack that I then played for the kids. And the version of A Pirate's Life for Me or Yo-Ho or whatever the fuck the actual thing is called was so long, and it takes like 3 or 4.
I put a little bit too much vodka in at that time.
It takes like 3 or 4 minutes for the song to even get to the lyrics, and then the lyrics are super fucking repetitive. I mean, it really is just yo-ho, yo-ho, right? And then
You mean yo-ho, yo-ho-ho?
Yes. And?
Or they're going to take Bink sake. I don't know how to say it in English.
So you have vodka, I have ginger beer.
Yes. We could make a Moscow Mule with our 2 beverages, but...
2 beverages become 1.
Well, actually, I have some soda water in mine, too.
Oh, okay. Does that negate it being a mule? It has just become a Putin?
No, it's...
Become a Trump?
No, remember Orange Man.
An orange man.
Don't say his name. That gives him power.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. No.
It'd be great if Beetlejuice could come and we could ask him to do some crazy shit.
Beetlejuice was in the latest the Spider-Man Homecoming trailer.
What?
Well, not Beetlejuice. Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
What?
Michael Keaton was in the.
Aren't they making a new Beetlejuice movie?
They might be. I don't know.
All right.
They could be. I mean, I'll
look that one up.
I guess. I mean, Michael Keaton looks about like they wouldn't have to put him in any makeup anymore. No, I'm just kidding. Michael Keaton looks pretty
Beetlejuice
good.
2. It came up.
Beetlejuice.
There is Tim Burton's Beetlejuice 2, starring Michael Keaton and Winona Ryder, is coming.
Oh shit! Winona Ryder gets some of that Stranger Things money, and now she's going to do the Beetlejuice.
The only 2 people signed on.
I don't know. Maybe the rest of them are dead.
No, I think everybody else is still
No,
alive.
I mean, well,
I think all the Dietzes are still alive.
But by dead, I mean, maybe they're all.
Well, what is his butt? Like the guy that was her father in the movie.
Yeah.
He had like a problem a couple of years back with a little bit too much kiddie porn on his fucking computer.
That's the dude from Ferris.
Yeah,
right?
the guy that was Ed Rooney.
Ed Rooney. I don't know. I mean, I remember
that wasn't alleged there. That was that was true. There was several news stories about it.
Yeah. Oh no, I remember. Did we talk?
Him
about
and Pee Wee have some sordid past there.
We that might have been louder than the
Should back
microphone
up when I do that.
Falling. Did you like Beetlejuice? Was Beetlejuice
The original?
there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about this new one.
Yeah. I mean, well.
It's not out yet, so it's
not
hard to
out
have
yet.
an opinion on something that doesn't exist yet.
Do you like Michael Keaton?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So all right. You like Beetlejuice. You like Michael Keaton. If you're ranking the Batmen.
The Batmen?
The Batmen. So we've got Keaton, Kilmer, Clooney, Adam West.
Chicks love the car. Is that what Clooney says when Batman and Robin? Was he the Batman and Robin?
He was
one?
the Bat. No, he. Yes, no, he was Batman and Robin.
Kilmer was the one that
Batman.
was in
He was Batman forever.
Okay.
Yeah. So going back. So we got Adam West. We got Keaton, Kilmer, Clooney. Then we got
Quick, Robin, pass me the bat shark repellent spray.
Yes, yeah. And then we got American Psycho, and then we've got Matt Damon. So which of the Batmen is Keaton up there? Is he your favorite?
Let me ask you something, Chris. Do you bleed? Yes, out of your dick. Wait, it's just red food coloring.
Red food coloring.
I ate too much red food coloring.
Oh, it just made me think of a really terrible style of porno that I saw once, and where they probably could use red food coloring. And have you seen the ones?
I'm ready.
There was a I don't know if it's still in style, but it was a few years ago at this point, where they.
Come on.
So I think it's like from a point. It's a point of view thing, where the initial shot is of a girl sleeping, right?
Okay.
And then it's like somebody talking from behind the camera, and then he gets his dick out, except that his dick isn't really his dick. His dick is like a dick-shaped cannon of some sort that's been loaded with something that looks vaguely like jizz, and they walk up to the sleeping girl, and and they press whatever button it is off camera on the dick
Do
cannon.
they like pretend jerk off the cock or anything?
Maybe, but the main thing, and it's disgusting, is that the dick cannon.
It's just a never-ending
sprays
spray of jizz on the
onto
lady.
the sleeping woman. But that's an instance where because the jizz is artificial, you could make it red and make it
you could have it be Santa dressed up and like maybe have it like candy cane.
Yeah, I think there was a fake
Candy cane penis, and then like mint jizzies.
I think there was a fake dick in that movie Nymphomaniac that Dan loves.
I don't know if he loves it, but
he loves that filmmaker, right?
Yeah, was it Lars von Trier or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, there's one scene in the first half.
I mean, he's one of those directors that's considered a great director, and I don't doubt that. It's just like I couldn't get through the first 5 minutes of it. Just like you couldn't get through the great director's film Yoga Hosers, Kevin Smith.
There was the one scene that I did like in the maybe we talked about this when we talked about Nymphomaniac way back in the day, was the scene where apparently it was a fake dick. I looked it up on IMDb or Wikipedia afterwards.
I didn't even get that far. I didn't get to the part where dicks were there.
There's there's two young girls, and they are they're on a train.
Not too young. We don't want to turn into Jeffrey Jones here. That's the name of the guy.
No, they're in a competition to see who can I think sleep with the most guys on the train. And the main character, she hasn't slept with anybody up to a certain point, and she decides to try and seduce this married man. And the way that she seduces him is by giving him a blowjob in the train. And
wait, hold on. Mm-hmm. The way she seduces him,
well, she
is
does,
to suck his dick.
She does a lot of sorry.
Just like, hey,
what happens to your yes and? I mean, I'm
just curious because like the way you phrased it.
All right. She seduces him before that, and then she sucks his dick.
I'm like, I don't like how you get to like. I mean,
his member is apparently not his member in this film. It is she pulls something out of his pants. It is apparently fake.
Dick.
A fake dick that because it's an NC-17. So she can suck on a fake dick, but not a real dick.
I guess so, but like if it was a real dick, then that would, I guess,
make it an X-rated movie.
Well, not necessarily X-rated, but it would make it pornography, technically, right?
I guess.
I don't know what pornography is, but I know what I like.
You know what you like. So let me get back to the question at hand. Who's your favorite Batman?
Which one had the jizz cannon?
I think that was Clooney. I think all the clever gadgets they saved for the Clooney movie.
Okay, so then it was him.
It was Clooney. Okay, because he had the fucking nipples too.
Yeah, bat nipples.
Batman and Robin both had nipples. Thankfully,
why didn't
God,
Alicia Silverstone? Did she have nipples?
Underneath the suit, I imagine.
Yeah, but it wasn't cold enough in her suit. It was very warm in her suit. What happened?
So Clooney more than
I didn't like that movie at all. It was garbage. But I like Michael Keaton. Mm-hmm. I liked those movies that he was in.
Yeah,
I liked the first two of the reboot.
Oh yeah, of
Batman,
Christian Bale
Begins and Batman
The Dark Knight.
Dark Knight. There we go.
Yeah.
I liked those two.
Mm-hmm. Not a fan of Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, Bane, it's me. I'm going to kill you. Yes, Bane. That's great. I liked Bane in Batman and Robin.
Really?
Just going, Bane!
Okay.
That was really good.
That was fantastic.
Chill out, man. And then Bane is like, Bane, I'm going to smash you or whatever.
And Uma Thurman was in that.
Yeah, she was Poison Ivy.
Mm.
And then there was some other shit going on. Like
there was a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, I don't know. Who directed those two?
Schumacher.
Oh,
I think
God.
Joel Schumacher. Sounds right.
I mean,
I'm sticking by it.
He's great at I don't know. I can't think of a movie that he was great at.
Was he like Total Recall? Was he Basic Instinct? Was that Joel Schumacher?
I don't think so.
No, he was doing shittier things.
I don't
he was
think
probably doing the Cinemax version of Basic Instinct. Right?
I don't think he was clever enough to slip in a little beaver shot into a movie.
Yeah, no, well, it takes a little bit of doing.
I remember freeze framing that on VHS.
Oh, that scene in yeah.
Just, because it was so difficult to see vagina back in the day. It was actually really difficult to see vagina.
Yeah.
Even Playboy and I think Playboy didn't have any vagina. They had some bush going on.
You didn't really see.
You didn't see any lips.
No.
So yeah, Sharon Stone's twat was the bee's knees back then.
Just a terrible word.
I know. I'm aware. Why do you think I fucking said it?
He directed an episode of...
Thank you, Mr. Aykroyd. Crystal Skull Vodka. We're not sponsored by you, but Jesus Christ, you get me fucking
there's a regular old Kingdom of the Crystal Skull going on here.
I'm going I'm not wasting my time drinking beer this week. I'm just fucking...
No, you're going right for it.
There's some raspberry soda water and some fucking Crystal Skull Vodka.
Schumacher directed Flatliners. Do you remember Flatliners?
Nope.
That was they made themselves die so they could for a little bit, and then they came back to life. But while they were dead, they saw strange things, and then suddenly they started seeing those strange things in the real world. That was one of those ones so around 1990, when it must have been when my dad got the black box, where we could see as much pay-per-view as we wanted. That one had Kiefer and Kevin and Julia and Billy Baldwin.
Everybody. You don't like black box?
No. Lost Boys. St. Elmo's Fire.
I can see St. Elmo's fire burning in me.
Those are a few of my favorite things. No, those are movies directed by Mr. Schumacher.
Were there any after the Batman movies?
Yes, after Batman, he did. Let's see, he did Flawless. He did 8mm.
Ugh.
He did Tigerland, Bad Company, Phone Booth.
Oh, that movie.
Veronica Guerin.
What?
The Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, fuck.
The Number 23.
Oh, that one fucking sucked too.
I'm going to skip a few of these. Trespass. Yeah.
I can't think of...
And then most recently was an episode of House of Cards.
Oh, but you like that show.
I do generally like that show.
Did you like that episode that Schumacher directed?
I don't know if I can tell which episode it was.
Oh.
Because from here, he's directed 2 episodes.
Wow.
2 episodes.
Get right out of town.
Chapter 5 and Chapter 6 of the first season.
Do you remember those episodes?
I do not.
Do you remember them fondly?
I did not
Did you find that they had excellent bat nipples?
I did not fondle Lee. I did not fondle. Fuck! My dumb joke. I couldn't even finish it. I did not fondle Grant either.
Oh.
Fondle Lee.
I remember.
Fondle Grant.
In my 8th grade yearbook, this kid Vern. He signed my yearbook. He said, because we were in history class together, it was U.S. history.
Yeah.
And he said, remember Grant, remember Lee, the heck with them, just remember me.
Aw, Vern, you softy so-and-so. Oh, my goodness. I remember you, Vern.
Do you remember Vern?
No. Actually, I vaguely, I feel like I must remember Vern, but I...
I don't think he went to CHS. I think he transferred...
Did he go to, Bishop Girton or...
No, I think he went... He moved. His parents moved to another town, and he was living in another town.
I say Bishop Girton because there was a guy that I went to middle school with who was my year, who that's where he went.
Went to Catholic school.
Went to Catholic school.
Oh, that's fun.
No, it's not.
No, it isn't.
I mean, I don't know. I gather...
Well, I don't think it's going to be...
You're a Catholic the moment Dad came. What, not a Monty Python fan?
I am a Monty Python fan, but I'm just tired of the jizz conversation.
I'm not.
Oh, obviously.
No, I'm sorry. My brain goes in the gutter when I drink the ginger beer.
You're drinking not alcohol. There's no alcohol in that.
Oh, come
I've drank half a bottle of fucking Crystal Skull.
Are you seeing Shia LaBeouf?
No. Yeah, I'm seeing that scene in Crystal Skull where he's like swinging from vines like a fucking Tarzan with the monkeys, and I'm like, are you? Oh my god! Part time.
Can you blame any of that on George Lucas, or is it all Steven Spielberg?
I think it's a little bit of column A and a little bit of column B. Okay. It was George Lucas saying, I want to do all this crazy shit, and Spielberg saying, not saying no, basically. Yeah.
So
you can blame them both.
I think it's universally accepted that once what was last year's Star Wars movie?
Force Awakens.
I think it's not universally loved, but it's pretty beloved. Like people are certainly like it more than like the prequels. Once you got rid of George, you had what was inherently a good property. And they made a good movie with it. And the early tweeted reviews are out for Rogue One, and they are all saying very, very positive things. And some of them are saying that it's the best Star Wars movie since Star Wars.
Wow. Fuck you. The Empire Strikes Back.
Well, yeah.
Is the best Star Wars movie since
Star
Wars.
They're saying that it's very Empire Strikes Back like.
Obviously, it's a bunch of people that are getting. I mean, like, I don't need to say spoilers.
I don't think
this
so.
This is stuff that's happening. Happened. Like we know about.
But I've heard
a lot of people died to get this information.
Yeah, I have heard. Do not that the one thing that I read. So I read a lot of the tweeted reviews, which didn't have any spoilers. They were just general impressions. But one of them said, "Do not read any reviews because even though we know what's going to happen, there's a lot of twists and turns." That could potentially be spoiled.
One of the things that because I've seen the trailer a couple of times now, and like the Asian blind, is he blind? Is he supposed to be blind?
He's supposed to be one of the standouts of the movie too.
Okay, so like he seems cool in like other scenes, but this one particular part where like they say something like triumphant, and he's holding a staff or something like that, and this is hard to convey over
I know
the
exactly
radio
which scene you're talking
or over
about.
the podcast. Yeah. But he's just like,
yeah,
and I'm like, fuck you with that.
He kind of like he grips
he's like,
the staff a little
he's all
bit
like
more.
fucking ready, and I'm like,
yeah.
ugh,
yeah,
fuck you.
I don't know.
Well, you can't see how lame he looks.
I've seen lots of trailers and lots of things. I saw a very spoilerific dissection of. It's funny how the lengths Star Wars fans will go. I mean, I'm a Star Wars fan, but I generally watch this stuff and I get hyped and I don't give it any real full examination. But this one video or two videos I watched freeze framed a like one frame still from a video on the creatures of Rogue One. And so in the foreground is this guy wearing hairy pants, basically. He's wearing suspenders and the legs of some beast of some sort.
Like a Wookiee, maybe? Or...
Yeah, but it's like white. I think it's white-haired.
Maybe an old Wookiee.
Could be an old Wookiee.
Some sort of old Wookiee.
So some sort of old Wookiee standing there in the foreground.
Hey, I saw some old Wookiee at my shop in Chicago.
Yeah, he was getting a hot dog and a Hummer.
I got him a hot meat sandwich. Some Italian beef. He said, grrr.
Did he say that while he was eating the beef?
No, he finished his bite. He said, I guess that's Wookiee for I love this hot meat sandwich. I swear to God. Hand to God here.
Hand to God.
Hand to God this happened. Like Wookiee came down, ate hot meat sandwich. Hot meat sandwich from my shop.
I thought Wookiees were vegetarians there, Steve.
No, they love the hot meat.
They love the hot meat.
They love the Chicago hot meat.
Well, so would a Wookiee eat would a Wookiee eat a Ewok hot dog? Like, you know, I mean, a hot dog an Ewok made. Not,
probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like
Ewok meat would be fine with a Wookiee.
I don't know. Like, is that the sort of black market like meat you get in Star Wars universe?
Maybe. I think it's a little bit like the house elf meat you can get in Harry Potter land.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't.
I think when you get sick of your house elf, you butcher them up and you make a nice Sunday brunch. But anyway, there's this guy and he is standing in the foreground. And I'm not gonna. I should say in advance, I'm not going to actually say what the spoiler was. I'm just
do it. Fuck it.
No. I'm not going to do it.
It's a big one.
It potentially is a very big one. So I to some extent regret having watched this. But anyway, this is just my point in bringing this up is just the lengths to which people will dissect things. So foreground, guy in old Wookiee pants.
Old Wookiee Pants. We're just going to call him Old Wookiee Pants.
Title.
Yes.
So old Wookiee Pants is standing there, and in the background there's a model. That is
like a model, like some hot broad? Or?
No.
That's what they like to be called.
Yeah. I'm not so sure about that.
And they love being called hot broads when they're eating some hot meat from Chicago.
Is that the Wookiees?
No,
that's Wookiee models?
No, I'm talking about fucking ladies here.
Now,
American human beings.
That's one thing we should be glad that George Lucas didn't decide to get into, that Peter Jackson couldn't resist, is Peter Jackson, when filming The Hobbit, especially the extended editions, felt the need to show us what dwarf women looked like, because that was a question that was burning up the slash fiction on the internet. Is that what that's called? Slash fiction?
I remember from
fan fiction.
my D&D days, like dwarf women
look pretty much like dwarf men.
Yeah, they could possibly have beards.
So
as well.
do Wookiee women look like Wookiee men?
What? Yeah, I mean, didn't you see?
The holiday special.
Didn't you see Life Day?
Anyway, so old Wookiee Pants is standing there
with some hot broad behind him.
No, it's not a hot broad. It is a statuette of a
statuette, a lady statue.
No, a male figure from Star Wars, who this video posits, this analysis video posits is a very significant figure based on some things that they see.
I can't wait for was this like one of those YouTube clickbait fucking videos?
Yes.
Okay.
And so they zoom in on that, and then they zoom in to the right of that. There's some concept art of what they think is the same character, and they spend 10 minutes talking about those two things and what the theories are, because of course now YouTube's algorithm says if you have to make a movie over 10 minutes in order to really make the ad bucks. You used to not be able to make videos over 10 minutes. Right, yeah, but now the algorithm is like people like to watch movies over 10. I don't know what YouTube channels are like I know you watch Half in the Bag and
Half in the Bag
stuff like that. But there's like a bunch that I've watched
movies
that used to be more in like the 5 to 7 minute range, and now they are universally bumping up their videos to like 10 minutes and 5 seconds, because that's the wisdom now. Is that you have to be over 10 minutes.
Some like there's been times where like I'll be watching a fucking video on YouTube that'll be like a minute long, and then an ad will play that is approximately the same length of the fucking thing that I'm about to watch.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck you.
I'm not a big fan.
I mean, I can skip it, but like I have to watch 5 seconds of it, and that's way too much.
I've come across way more lately where I can't skip them.
There's
I know there's the ones
the
where
really
you can
short
skip.
ones that you can't skip, like they're like 15 seconds or something like that. But the ones that you can skip, like the people that make these ads need to get to the point. Well, not necessarily get to the point, but get to the like product.
Well, but here, and I had
I know what you're advertising, so I at least have it in my brain. Like, you know, like I'm skipping the ad. Like if it's for a trailer, that obviously I know it's for a fucking movie.
Yeah.
But if it's a product, like if you don't get to the point where you show whatever product you're shelling, like I saw one for hot meat, Chicago hot meat, and they didn't show the meat yet. So I'm like, you got to show the meat right off the bat.
Right off the bat. Do people like to eat it right off the bat there, Steve?
Yeah,
I mean, is that a thing in Chicago?
Like
you bring it right out of Wrigley on the bat.
It's not fucking at the park. I don't know what the fuck accent I just melded into.
They don't bring it out on the bat from Wrigley?
No, you go to a hot meat store and they put it in a bag. You got to eat it right away or else it's not going to be fucking hot
I know,
anymore.
but dude, you said right off the bat.
No.
What fucking accent am I doing?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm from out of town. That's what I
drank a lot of Crystal Skull.
I'm not a fucking Chicagoan. You know, I'm from out of town here.
What the fuck were we talking about? Ads.
Oh, so I saw an ad for they ran a trailer between me watching the trailers for Spider-Man: Homecoming and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. They ran an ad for Rogue One, and I watched it. Because they were fucking smart. They see that I'm watching trailers. You can show me a 30-second trailer for Rogue One.
For a movie that I'm probably going to see because I'm watching fucking, I'm
watching trailer
like grown-up adolescent movies.
For all their fucking supposed smarts, that's the first time in like 6 months or so of sort of quasi-noting what I skip and what I don't skip that they showed me an ad that was at all interesting to me. I always skip them.
Yeah, I know. Because sometimes they're just like... Here's an ad for for
Cialis.
Yeah, I could still get hard. I still have.
Congratulations.
I don't have erection problems at 37, so that's good.
Just wait 2 more years.
Oh gosh, really?
I don't have erection problems. I have jizz problems. Maybe that's why
too much red food color.
That's why I spent the whole beginning of the show. Why did I just say that on the air? I don't have jizz problems. I'm just kidding.
Just kidding. That's fine.
So
is it does your like dick dry heave or something like that? Like does dust come out?
It's funny you should mention that. There was one time in like recent memory where I was like, why am I talking about this?
I don't know. Like we couldn't get away from jizz, so we're back.
No, there was one time recently where it happened that way, and I was like, did anything actually? I don't know.
Did you like do it too many times in a day, or?
I don't think so. No, I think this is the one time of.
I remember there was allegations.
This is the movie of the week.
I remember your brother, I don't know if he was just blowing smoke up our asses as far as telling us this, but he
as long as he wasn't blowing jizz.
He apparently.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
He apparently jerked off I don't remember what the exact number was, but it was like an obscene amount of times in one day.
And he was just coughing up dust.
I don't know. I don't like. I forget the exact number, but he was like, "Yeah, I did it that many times." And
I don't think I've ever done it more than like 3 times in one day.
I've done it more than 3 times, but I don't think it was way more than that.
Yeah,
I think I might have gotten stuck somewhere around 5 or 6.
Yeah,
and then just said, "I can't believe I'm still fucking jerking off."
I can't imagine. I mean, maybe somewhere.
Why am I still horny? Like Jesus Christ, that like every ounce has been like shot out of me.
Yeah.
You can find the show notes. Oh wait, we're not even close.
Not even close.
Well, you can find the show notes.
You can find the show notes for this episode at clarkwords.com/hot/124. We never said the episode number at the beginning.
Oh, we didn't. But also, you can email us. I mean, we can
mention this stuff at any point in the show. We could mention that you can like send us some fucking money.
Oh yeah.
Or if you click on anything in our show notes that is a link to Amazon and then buy something, we get some fucking money that way.
We get a teeny bit of money. Yeah, we can mention that every once in a while. We did it once. I know. Maybe every week.
I was thinking about it on the way over here. I'm like, you can't expect people to support you if you don't remind them to support you.
Yeah, you go to Amazon, get a hot meat sandwich. It's not on us, but we'll get a little something. We'll get a winky. Wink. I'm saying wink because I can't. You can't see my wink.
He's winking.
I'm winking at you
with his butthole.
No.
Yeah.
You can go anywhere on the show notes at hot@clarkwoods.com. Check out like any sort of.
That's
link.
The email address. Hot@clarkwoods.com.
Yeah, that's what. Email us, whatever. But you can go to clarkwoods.com/hot.
Yes, and any Amazon link there.
You don't have to buy the thing that we actually linked. You can buy anything.
The way that Amazon affiliate links work is that if you click through our affiliate link and then you buy anything within a certain period of time, it doesn't cost you anything. Anything extra. It just sends some.
I need to start doing that.
Some dough back to us.
I need to remember to do that, so maybe we can get some money off of me spending money.
Off of you spending money. Yeah. Yeah. So. Batman.
I just finished another glass.
Spider-Man, Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. Why are you saying all these things?
I was trying to think of something to stall until I said I got to look at the notes for the episode.
We could talk about a movie we both saw recently.
We did both see a
Fantastic
movie.
Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Where do you find them?
I found it to be an okay film. Mm-hmm. I did not like how Americans called Muggles no-mages.
That was a little weird. Yeah.
I'm like, you couldn't have fucking thought of something better.
Yeah.
Than no-mage.
Well,
it's like, oh, I call men no-vag.
Accurate. Well, so yeah, I really love the movie, so I should say that any criticism that I give
is just simple, like shit like that.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, I enjoyed it. I liked the guy from Balls of Fury. He was good.
No, is that the?
He was the guy that
he was the nomad.
He was the nomad.
She was the nomad and the no-vag.
Yeah, he was the no-vag as well. Yeah.
Yeah. No, he was great. I think he was kind of the highlight of the thing for me. I think
it's fun to see a chubby guy like getting some good roles every once in a while.
Yeah, and the girl likes him.
Yeah.
I liked her. I thought she was pretty cool.
Yeah, she came to my shop and I gave her some hot meat.
You're leading her astray from our pal the nomad.
Yeah, nomad. I'm a nomad. I don't have any mag.
I don't have any mag. Yeah. And I've never gotten much vag.
No, well,
I'm sorry. That was. Are you sure there's no alcohol?
There's no alcohol in that. I've had fuck tons of alcohol. I drank half of this Crystal Skull here.
God damn, that fucking movie, you guys. What? I know that it has nothing to do with the movie. I'm just saying that, like, I can't hear Crystal Skull and not think of Robert De Niro in a wait, no, that's not De Niro.
Robert De Niro wasn't in that movie.
I can't help but think of Luke Skywalker in a fridge.
Oh, you mean?
I mean Han Solo.
Yeah, I mean it's weird because we may have talked about this before, but that's how Back to the Future was supposed to.
Oh, and it was in a fridge?
It was supposed to be like a fridge type thing, and then a nuclear blast was supposed to power the thing to get it into the past.
I think I recall this. I recall hearing about it. I don't know if we've ever talked about it.
Yeah, so like, and the writers were like, "Wait, that's fucking bonkers! Like, let's just make it let's make it a cool car instead." Mm-hmm.
We like cool cars.
You made a time machine out of a DeLorean?
1.21 gigawatts.
It's fun because he said it wrong.
Fucking Crystal Skull, man. I wanna like that movie.
No, you don't.
I actually do.
Why?
Because
part-time.
Because I study creative writing, because I study how stories are made, I often go into something looking for what they were trying to do. And so I understand that what he was trying to do is he was trying to make a 50s sci-fi pulp movie, like a really cheesy 50s sci-fi movie.
Yeah, but like using the characters that have been okay. So, I mean, I may at certain points in this diatribe be regurgitating things that they've said on Red Letter Media.
Okay.
Like the way that like the original Indiana Jones trilogy, whatever, went is like George Lucas loved a bunch of old adventure serials from back in the fucking 30s, 40s, something like that. He loved those movies, and he's like, I want to make my own, and he made fucking Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yep.
And that was fucking great. And he's like, I did this homage to all these things that I really love, and this is what fucking transpired. And then for some other reason, the Temple of Doom wasn't quite as good.
Right. Yeah.
But then Last Crusade wasn't as bad as that. So
yeah. I like Last Crusade.
Yeah, I mean, it was better than everybody considered Temple of Doom the black sheep. of those movies until the Crystal Skull came out.
Yeah, for sure.
And then everybody's like remembering the Temple of Doom with extreme fondness
because
after you see this piece of shit.
But the
thing is, like, it was like he was like, oh, let's go away from that like adventure story, which is why people love Indiana Jones.
Right. Yeah.
And make it a sci-fi piece of trash.
A sci-fi B movie. Yeah.
Yeah, and it didn't work.
Yeah, but I try to go into it and like knowing what he was going for and try to appreciate it for what he was going for, and I still have a hard time because
it's like poetry.
Yes, and
no.
And no. Did you happen to notice, Steve? I'm cribbing this from a fucking tweet. I
notice what?
Did you notice that the evil clown sightings stopped once Hillary went into the woods?
What? Is that the tweet?
That was the tweet said. That was what the tweet said. Was Hillary once everybody started seeing Hillary in the woods, no more evil clown sightings. Just saying.
I don't know. Like maybe like evil clowns were trying to scare people into voting for an orange man that is an imposter of a person that died years ago.
They only scared about 10,000 people in 3 states.
Yeah, I mean
the rest of like there's like almost 3 million people out there who still voted for the woman who scared all the clowns away.
Yeah, I mean shit.
Yeah, I mean I would vote for a woman who could scare clowns away. Fuck
definitely,
yeah.
Even if she was a no match.
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily need you to whip out a wand to get. I mean, what's the spell for that? To get rid of
rid of mages or
no?
badges?
Get rid of evil clowns. Like, is it expelly clownness? Sure.
I don't know. I
try to do something. You don't fucking try. I understand that my jokes are not as funny as yours.
I'm just tired. Don't worry about it. You okay?
Expelly clownness.
It's very funny.
I just said that. I'm saying.
I'm laughing on the inside, Chris.
Oh, all right.
Realize that.
I can't.
It was one of the funniest things ever.
I can't see your inside. I'm not Superman.
You want me to go like this?
Dun 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 dun. No.
I'm gonna like open up my butthole.
Oh gosh. I don't need to see your butthole.
Yeah, well then.
Unless it's winking at me. The visual. He just winked at me with his eye.
Regular wink,
and then I couldn't
not
help
butthole
but
wink.
see your butthole. You think the orange man has buttholes for eyes?
What?
I don't know. I think it must be a Photoshop out there. I know there's a Photoshop out there where instead of eyes he has mouths. Like they've Photoshopped his mouth into where his eyes are.
Is that why he's such a blowhard, the orange man?
It might be.
Or actually, no, the replicant or whatever the hell imposter that is playing him
playing the orange man.
That shouldn't technically be able to be president because he was running under false pretense as a different person.
Oh, is that one of the laws?
Well, if you are saying you are person X and you are not person X, you shouldn't be able to be.
False representation.
You can't pretend to be a goddamn police officer. How can you pretend to be the fucking president-elect?
Which Federalist paper is that in?
I don't know. I'm just saying it's illegal to fucking impersonate somebody.
Is it? George Clooney impersonated Bruce Wayne.
Okay. I'm just saying, like, it's illegal to say, like, I say that I'm Chris. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to places and using your money to buy things.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like
because he's using the orange man's money.
Yeah, he's using his orange money to buy orange things.
So do we need another name to refer to this doppelganger? Like the orange doppelganger? That's too much. That's too many.
I don't know.
Orange ganger?
No, that sounds like someone that gangbangs oranges.
Or gets gangbanged by oranges.
What, they just stuff him in his butt?
Oh. Yes.
Yes, that's what happens. Yes, and. Yes, and you squeeze his butt cheeks and make an orange smoothie.
He starts with clementines, Yeah. And he works his way up to the sun-kissed.
It's like the clementine is the anal taper to the orange.
Does he lube him up? Or does he? Or
yes,
does he, or does he? Does he like sort of peel one part one
and
like
put the segments in?
Well, yeah. Well, no, that's cheating.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, does he peel it enough that he gets a little bit of zest in there, and that serves?
I don't know if you want citrus zest in your butthole. That might be a little tangy.
Might be, but at least your butthole would
Can
taste
we call
nice
the episode
after.
I know like Wookiee Pants was a good one, but citrus
Old
zest,
Wookiee Pants.
old Wookiee Pants was a good one, but citrus zest in your butthole is pretty good too. No, we should stick to old Wookiee Pants.
I think we might be limiting our audience if it's citrus zest in your butt.
I think old Wookiee Pants is better.
You bring them in with the old Wookiee Pants, and then they stay.
Then you
for
squirt
the
citrus zest in their butthole. The old bait and switch.
I mean, your butthole would be nice and fresh.
I don't know, like I don't like any sort of like acidic thing in your butthole. I don't know if that's really good.
I mean, what about just around the butthole? So if you were getting a rim job,
do you eat spicy stuff ever? Like you spicy?
I try not to.
All right, so like on the many times I've made the mistake.
Well, this ginger beer is spicy.
The many times I've made the mistake of going to B-dubs and having the whatever the fuck hottest wings that they have there.
Okay, yeah.
Like it is pretty much like guaranteed the next day I'm going to fucking have like explosive fiery diarrhea.
Volcanic shiznit.
Yeah, I remember like. What was it? The time that I like described it that it was like magma coming out of my ass.
I recall that time.
And then the problem was that it hardened when it hit the water.
Oh.
Because that's what magma does.
Yeah, it became a little.
It became rocks. No,
became the little island.
Yeah, that was what the insinuation was, and that was what the
Neat
joke
how.
was. And apparently, I just ruined it. So
ruined the insinuation.
No, I ruined the
Hawaiian
I
Islands?
ruined the joke from a fucking 2 years ago.
From 2 years ago. Was it that long?
I think it was when I was in Aya.
In Aya? Yeah, I guess so.
And I think it was like right before. Was it right before my trip to Seattle?
Might have
where
been.
I had like crazy, because I'm like a dumbass.
You're like I shit magma, but I'm gonna go to Seattle and I'm a.
No, but it was like I had like a really early flight when I went to Seattle,
Yeah.
and I made I don't know if I ate it like the day before or whatever.
Yeah.
But like I'm a dumbass for doing that. Like I should not be eating like things that are gonna make me shit a lot
Right
before I take a 5-hour flight.
Well, you know,
or 5.5-hour flight.
Yeah.
I mean, it was luckily a direct flight, and luckily I didn't have to shit while I was on it.
Yeah, but you felt like you'd had the Space Needle shoved up your ass.
No.
Sorry, I was trying to make that joke like the whole time Steve was talking, but
because I said Seattle,
you said that's Seattle.
A thing
I
in
was
Seattle.
like, there's a Space Needle in Seattle. I mean,
they also have pinball machines, and I don't want that in my ass either.
There's an experience. This is Jimi Hendrix experience. I think a lot of people had the Jimi Hendrix experience. You know what I mean?
What?
The Jimi Hendrix experience. That's in Seattle, right?
Oh, you mean the rock and roll museum?
Yeah, but I mean, what I was saying is like, did a lot of people have the Jimi Hendrix experience?
Was it like having his penis in their asshole?
It might have been. I don't know if I'm allowed to say.
Sure.
Yeah,
you can say it if you want.
I can say it. So did a lot of people have Jimi Hendrix? Give him butt sex.
I don't think a lot of the people that I ran into when I was in Seattle were alive when Jimi Hendrix was alive.
That's a shame.
They might have been children, unless he was raping children. I don't think.
Oh, why'd you have to take it there?
Because I wanted it to stop.
You wanted it to stop. Well, mission accomplished.
Yes, I'm George Bush standing on that aircraft carrier.
He loves to play dress up.
Was that
drink?
I'm out of beverage, so
I'm out of beverage.
I don't know if I should have any more. Crystal
No, probably
Skull.
not. We only got 2 minutes left.
Okay,
so.
yeah, I don't need any more.
Probably
liquor.
don't need to have like just to get through the last minute and the plugs. I don't think you need another drink. Although that might be amusing.
No.
Let's have you like just down a whole just pour some of the fucking vodka in there, down it right now, and then you get to do all of the plugs.
No. How about we just do the plugs like we normally do the plugs?
Yes, but
I know we're gonna.
All I'm saying is you had to ruin. I think Jimi Hendrix is a nice looking dude. And I don't think there was anything wrong.
I just mugged the camera that isn't there.
I think there was nothing wrong with imagining Jimi Hendrix having some sweet, sweet love with people that might have involved intercourse of the anal variety. I'm not saying there's anything wrong. There's nothing wrong with that until you decided to
bring in children. Then it's definitely not right at all.
Ed Rooney.
I don't know if he was. I don't think he was doing it.
He wasn't. He was
Jeffrey Jones. He wasn't doing the things.
He wasn't doing it.
He just had some art pictures on his computer.
Photograph. Wait, what's the technical term? The child sexual abuse images.
Okay.
That was what you could get charged with, at least in the state of New Hampshire.
Why do you know this?
Because my 6 months on grand jury duty. We listened to a couple of cases where people were being charged with possession of child sexual abuse images. And when you have to listen to that, it's not fun.
Yeah, especially when you have 2 young children.
Yeah.
And you're like, these people live in the same state as me. And like they are no less than a 3-hour drive away.
Nope. And
even if they're on the tippy like
and I was on grand jury duty for just the southern half of Hillsborough County, so they were really like within 30 minutes of my house. Ugh. You can find the show notes for this episode
at grandjury.com/tilde/hot@Clarkwoods.
Clarkwoods.com/hot/124. 124 episodes in.
I hope you're still with us after all this time. Still crazy after all these years.
Send your emails about anything and everything we've talked about to hot@clarkwoods.com, or if you can fit your comments into 140 characters or less, you can send them to me on Twitter. I am at ECC1977.
And I am at Tuesday is Loser. That's Tuesday. IS Loser. All one word.
All one. And one for all.
There's no apostrophe in there.
No.
Fuckos.
Yeah, if you put the apostrophe in there, you're going to get... I
am dangerously close to 100 followers.
Dangerous. What happens when you hit 100 followers?
I don't know. I think I have a party because like I've somehow broken a threshold that I have yet not been able to break.
Do you like send the puppy emoji to all of your
maybe
100
even
followers?
5 of them in a row.
Just 5?
5.
How do you pick the 5?
Meow meow beans or pup beans. Watch Community.